sorry, I have to admit that I have a growing sympathy for your position, because you arrived with a war and now you are in the middle of a war on fire. Listen, sometimes I'm not in sympathy with some of your position, but my concern is, again, the double standards, the coherence of our approach in different conflict and crisis. When Mrs. von der Leyen said in this toxic speech, and this part has not been corrected, it's pointless to wonder if Iran war is a war of necessity or a war of choice. But we have been saying for years that the Russian war is a war of aggression. And now if we have to examine other conflict, we don't use this kind of approach, and even we avoid to mention the first aggressors, meaning United States and Israel. And when we talk about, we have to take the world as it is, and the mention of Mrs. von der Leyen, we have to focus on the reality of the situation. It does mean to condone the territorial gains of Russia in Ukraine, or we have to try to reverse this situation. And we talk about, when we talk about Russia has to pay the damage caused, is this valid for Israel and the situation in Gaza? Is this valid for when you talk about the war crimes? Is valid for Netanyahu and the ministers? What I like, my humble advice, Kaja, when you have to talk about Iran, change Iran for Ukraine and listen the sound of the phrase. If the phrase sounds fishy or squeaking, that means that we are using double standards. And my last point is try to address also the European citizens. When you talk, you are not only being listened by other interlocutors in the world, you are being listened by the European citizens, and they need European voices because they are coming back to the national leaders. They are listening to Sanchez and Macron and Meloni and even Carney, but they are not listening to anyone from Brussels. Thank you.